It's 6 a.m. in Jakarta. The all-night pedicabs head home, for the day shift starts at 7 o'clock. The workday starts early, for later it will be like a Turkish bath. The foreign businessmen are still asleep over there in the Hotel Indonesia. And beside the hotel you find those pedicabs who specialize in giving foreigners tours of the nightlife. Now they sleep off the last unprofitable hours before the morning. One of these is Hussein. He can make $3 on a good night, whereas a day driver will only make $1.
You going to go home now?
Yeah, I want to go home.
6:30.
6:30.
What did you do last night? Did you have a good night?
Oh,
good night.
Good night, yeah.
How many passengers you had?
What, 4 passengers last night.
How much?
Yeah, what, 1,000 rupees.
1,000?
Yeah.
That's
All
pretty good.
is all.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
By midday there'll be 200,000 of these betches, as they call them, crawling around the city. Hussein goes home by back rutted roads because the police have a campaign against betcha drivers in the early morning. 6:35. General Hugin, Chief of Police, is driven to work. This morning he's half an hour late.
Yeah. Yeah, what's mine?
Hussein, what is this stuff you're drinking here?
Hussein comes across as sort of tough and jaunty, but his smile hides a rather hard life. Last year he nearly died of a vitamin deficiency, and now each day before home he buys a tonic he can't afford. Every morning the Betchiks take shortcuts on the new highways, and every morning they are arrested. Their real crime is that they're old-fashioned.
They have done traffic violation.
Oh, my God, there's a lot.
Well,
You're going to stop?
General Hugin, passing by, stops to make sure that his men don't overstep the mark. He doesn't make the policy, but he implements it.
What have they done exactly?
Well, they have, for instance, they have driven the pet truck on the wrong side. And then,
yeah. And they're not supposed to be on this road.
Right.
"6:55. Hussein is sometimes caught in such police traps, but this morning he reaches the depot without problem.
Kepada Kepala Kepolisian Republik Indonesia, hormat senjata!
General Hugin likes to be first at the office. An aide tried coming earlier, so the general arrived at 5:45 a.m. till the aide gave up.
Kembali 20, 10, 20 rupees.
How much? How much did you give him?
80.
80. That's for 1 day rental.
Yeah, no, 1 night.
It's 1 night rental. Yeah. This man here, he's your boss, is he?
Yeah, my boss. This is my boss.
Yeah.
Mr. Dasby.
Mr. Datsby.
Yeah.
How many betches in his company?
About 50 betches.
About 50.
Mr. Dusty is rumored to be a former underworld character.
Does he help you?
Oh, help me. Help with the betcha driver.
If you get into trouble with police, for instance.
Yeah.
Help.
Now he's reformed and tolerates no tricks from his drivers.
Good man. Very good man.
We hebben er zo lang aan gewerkt eigenlijk. We hebben er eigenlijk al zo lang aan gewerkt. En ik hoop dat het nou eigenlijk wel echt de puntjes op de i gezet kunnen worden. En
some Dutch words which are very strong, you know. Like to say that word of what you call in English, goddamn. We don't have that in Indonesian, so we say in Dutch, godverdamme.
Watching Indonesia is sort of like watching a snake shedding skins. The Dutch skin is almost totally gone. Sukarno and the pro-Chinese, they've gone too.
I was clean and I want to washing and I want to going to washing my body and my shoes, you see, and I want a little drink tea.
Now Hussein learns English, which gives you some idea of the color of the neck's skin.
This is your pump.
Yeah, my pump. Clean water, you see. Yes, I stay here tonight.
Good, huh?
See, yeah, good water. I think
This is where you live?
yeah, I live here.
Hussein is very proud of the housing Mr. Dusty provides. But someone reports him and us to the police. We don't know exactly what we've done. Perhaps we're not supposed to shoot such poverty.
If you're not married, you live in there, huh?
Yeah, not if I have a marriage, I can live here. If I have marriage, I can stay there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We'll see you another day.
Yeah, all right.
Okay? So go ahead.
Yeah, all right.
Goodbye. Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. All right.
Yeah.
We leave the little streets, but I worry about trouble I might have made unwittingly for Hussein. So I go to see General Hugen at headquarters, hoping to nip it in the bud.
One thing I wanted to ask you, the betcha drive that we've been using in this film, Hussein. Excuse me.
Hello. Halo. Mas Pitata? Okay, terima kasih.
After we shot in his area where he lives, he had... somebody started to say, who are these people shooting here? Now, apparently, nobody has been to the police yet, but he fears that somebody will go to the police and say, Hussein, why did you bring these foreigners here? What should I do?
Well, just leave it to me, and I'm going to ring up the chief of the Metropolitan Police over here.
Good.
Hussein has no further trouble, as far as I know. But we get bogged down in a maze of stories that start and then just fizzle out. The street vendors, like the Pedicabs, are under attack. We try to find out why and just get hostile looks. We see a man they tell us is the tough governor of Jakarta, checking ID cards. Why? Because he likes to check the laws he makes, someone says. Can we talk to him? Perhaps in a few weeks. We just feel personally lost and out of place. Cameraman Paul looks like a small colonialist. Soundman Claude, his first time out of North America, is on some sort of a tropical trip. And I, in my correspondence suit, get mistaken for the military. There are 110 million people in these islands of Indonesia, and we feel as if they're all staring at us. Jules Fiol, our location manager, tries to clear them away, but it's hopeless. Even in our little bus, we feel like freaks in a cage of people. Mid-morning, very warm, we stop for a drink, and we find that the drink seller is also an actor in a people's theatre. He's seen our troubles on the street, and he and his wife invite us to come into their theatre compound. It's called Misty's after a lovely lady long ago. It's a repertory theatre performing in a tin barn, and everybody who lives